It's 9 a.m. I'm Nazra, and you're listening to Radio O. Today, we have a very special guest, all the way from England, Dr. Richard.
Good morning, Nazra.
Good morning, Dr. Richard. Thank you for coming on the show. So, Dr. Richard, you are an expert on global warming.
Yes, that's correct. I mostly research climate and the effects of global warming.
Could you explain for our listeners the difference between climate and weather?
Of course. People often confuse weather and climate. Our weather changes every day. But when we talk about climate, we mean the average weather in a place over a long period of time.
I see. And could you tell us a little about your research? Okay, class. Today we will be having a debate. Many people think governments should do more to stop global warming. So the topic of the debate is: governments are responsible for stopping global warming. Team 1 will be arguing for this statement, and Team 2 will be arguing against this statement.
We believe that governments are responsible for stopping global warming. Governments can make new laws and policies to regulate greenhouse gas emissions. If our governments do not do this, businesses and the public will not change their habits.
I am sorry, but I disagree. In our opinion, individuals are responsible for stopping global warming. We all have to take responsibility and change our habits to reduce greenhouse gases. We can't rely on governments alone.
I see your point, but if governments do not make changes, it is unlikely that people will change their habits. For example, we know that single-use plastics are bad, but people still use them. This will only change if governments ban single-use plastics.
You are right to some extent, but we believe that governments have a responsibility to educate people so that they realize how serious the situation is. There is research to show that many people are not aware how serious global warming is.
That is a good point, but what about businesses? Industries are responsible for approximately 29% of greenhouse gas emissions. This could be reduced if governments take action.
That's true, but if consumers only use eco-friendly companies, businesses will change and become more eco-friendly.
You are absolutely right. However, eco-friendly options are often more expensive. Many people cannot afford them.
I understand, but money is not as important as saving the planet. We have to make better choices.
Okay, there were some great points from both sides. Let's finish up. Can each team please summarize their arguments?
To sum up, we believe that governments are responsible for stopping global warming. The other team made some very good points, and we agree with many of them. However, we do not believe people will change their lifestyles unless governments change laws and policies.
In our opinion, individuals, not governments, are responsible for stopping global warming. Governments are not doing enough to solve the problem, so individual people must take action.
Hi, I'm Rashid. I'm going to tell you about the design of my reusable shopping bag. When you design a bag like this, there are several things you should think about. Firstly, the slogan or message should be short, simple, and direct. My slogan is just one short sentence. Let's go green and keep the planet clean. My slogan also rhymes. This makes it memorable, but it is not essential. Secondly, you should think about your image. The image should be easy to understand and reflect your message. Thirdly, the color of your bag should connect to your message. I chose green because it is associated with living an eco-friendly lifestyle. Finally, you should make your bag from a material that is strong and environmentally friendly.